Today we're meeting to commemorate Guru Purnima. On this day, we think about and we pay homage to all the Gurus in our life that have brought us to this point. The Guru has been a very misguided term, and I never like to consider myself a Guru. Instead, I like to believe that the Gurus are speaking through me and reaching you through me. Just like you, I too am on the same journey. I too struggle with all the things that I talk about. The journey is long. We're all on the path. Some are reaching, some will reach later on, some haven't even started. But the Guru merely points the way. Today I wanted to just talk about something that I listened to last night, and it started things going in my head. Life, your life situation and living. The first problem comes when you think that your life is something outside which is happening to you. You are life. Have you ever thought of that? My life's like that. My life is too boring. My life is too difficult. Your life is not something else. It is you. There is no difference between what is happening and you. We have our senses, and through that, things are filtered. Now I use this sentence, you are life. Each one of you is thinking something different. One is saying, what's she talking about? He's saying, I really don't get this. Sometimes she talks above my head. Someone else is saying, yeah, that's true. See, every situation that you're in, even if we're all in the same room, each one of us will react to that situation quite differently. Quite differently. And that's our life. That's how we live our life. The minute you think your life is something else, you've already put a distance between you and the world you live in. There's me, and then there's everything else. And that is the cause of the biggest divisions in the world. There's my life, and there's your life, and his life is not worth it, and that person's life is not worth it. Your birth makes this life you. Everything that happens is not happening outside and you're reacting to it. Things are just happening, and that's life. And that's you. So then, how do you find this person that is viewing everything? This self. If you look at my, the one that I'm putting up, the video I'm putting up, I've talked about the body. But for most of us, we're not stuck in our bodies. We are stuck in our life situation. We confuse our life situation to be life. Your children are not behaving correctly. You're going through a nasty divorce. Somebody is sick in your life. You just lost your job. There's no chance of making money. Your boss is rude to you. You just discovered weed in your daughter's bedroom. That's a life situation. It is not life. We confuse our life situations. We identify so strongly with what is happening. I am single, I am married, I am divorced, I am remarried. We confuse our life situation to be life. And that's where living comes into play. How are you supposed to live and just be happy all the time? What is the trick? How does it work to be happy all the time? You have to know that all of this is just one big joke. You have to treat your life in a very light-hearted way. As long as you are outside of yourself, as long as you are so caught up with your life situation and the emotions that follow, you have not learned the art of living. The art of living is to let everything go through you and back where it came from. They always say Guruji is hollow and empty. Everything goes through him back into consciousness, nothing bothers him. He has learnt the technique of not letting what's happened or what's happening, his life situation, determine his life. Now you and me, we are still very much involved in our life situations. We believe that our life situation is the reality. It's what's happening. Of course, why wouldn't I believe it? The ego loves it. Here is a chance for the ego to completely get a hold of you. Aha, I have her now. See, you didn't deserve to get this. This was not meant for you. You should be getting so much better. See, other people don't have to go through it and you have to go through it. All these thoughts are wonderful for the ego to tell you, you're my slave, I'm the master. Your life situation just is. Just is. It's things happening. But you cannot be moved by that. You cannot tune in to all of your feelings and all of your emotions that have come up because of your reaction. That is the way the body reacts to a thought. The thought is, I lost my job. Oh my God, now the body is saying, the thought is, what's going to happen? How am I going to manage? My money is going to run out in 3 months. The heart rate goes up, the pulse goes up, and immediately the hormones start flooding your system. Your anxiety is up, and there's fear created. Your greatest enemy is fear. You have to live a fear-free life. What are you worried about? When you sit in meditation, you close your eyes. Nothing matters. And the funny thing is, as soon as you start accessing your source, more and more and more, the right choices are made in life. the right thoughts come, the right people come in your path. Everything works out just right. But as long as you believe your life situation is your life, you will suffer. You will suffer. And that is no way to live. Nobody deserves to suffer. Yet, the whole world doesn't understand just how to be happy. It is so simple. It is so simple. Gain and loss is part of the game. Something comes, something goes, something comes, something goes. But you are here. You are here. How are you living? What are the quality of your thoughts? So this is something you need to really think about. In a day, how many times are you reacting to your life situation? And we all have a situation. I'm lonely, I am sad, I am depressed, I miss my country, I want to change my job, I want to change my husband, I want to, I want someone back in my life, I want to get rid of something. We're all dealing with something totally different. And in a day, 100 times those thoughts come up and the emotions that follow. And the result is you are in a permanent state of stress. The only solution to your problems is meditation. And I keep saying, breathing, meditation and knowledge. None of them work in isolation. None of them work in isolation. You have to combine them. The breathing allows you to meditate deeper. And when you meditate, the knowledge enters into your body at a cellular level. After all, it's only now that matters, right? Now, there is no life situation. There is just this moment. And if you're not happy now, you will never be. Are you happy? Are you happy right this moment? And by happiness, I don't mean, the feeling of eating a chocolate or, having a drink or going to a bar. Happiness is that stillness. It's when everything settles and you get a sense of expansion, that all is fine in the world as it is. That is happiness. That is what you're looking for. That is the feeling you get in between lives, which you have forgotten how to access. You've gotten so caught up with this whole business of living. And while your parents gave you so many tools, how to tie your laces, how to eat your food, how to go to school, how to study, they didn't teach you how to live right. They didn't teach you how to just learn not to follow the stories in your head. So we blindly have been following the stories, and as we believe more and more of these stories, the mind grows stronger and stronger till you've forgotten that there's a boss inside that can dictate what everything else does. But that boss has become a slave now to the mind. So what we are trying to do by getting together and meditating is getting you back to that center, that source. You probably hit it for 30 seconds or a minute or 2 minutes or maybe even for 10 minutes. But once you start accessing that, your energy changes. Your energy becomes more positive. And the negative thoughts just dissipate. you're able to catch them. You're able to catch yourself when the fearful thoughts, the anxious thoughts, the guilt, all of those thoughts that bring you down, you're able to catch it. And then you say, happiness is my birthright. Happiness is my birthright. And for 1 second, for just 10 seconds, you just slip into that space that happens when you say, sit comfortably with your back straight. That's the feeling you're going to get. And you've got to do this several times in a day. Several times in a day. Until you train yourself. Because after all, the mind is conditioned. You put those thoughts there. You told those thoughts, yes, I like you. I like you, stay with me. I like the feeling that I'm miserable. I like the feeling that I'm a victim. I like the feeling that I've lost someone. I like the feeling that I've lost my job. Please feel sorry for me, world. I'm really going through something terrible. You put it there. And now I'm saying, now you have to recondition your mind. To say you are not, there is no pity party here. There is no time for that. You have a life to live. And you have to live it effortlessly. With a smile on your face and joy in your heart. You can go through anything with the right attitude. Don't think that life and you are two separate things. You are life. Life is because you are. If you were not, there would be no life. It is not something that's happening to you. It's happening for you. It's happening for you so that you lift yourself up. You grow. And that is the wisdom of the rishis. This is the wisdom of the rishis, the ancient sages. And for that, today we just spend a moment in gratitude that we have the benefit of techniques that can help us live a better life. And you are the chosen few that have actually come to this path. Take advantage of it. Take advantage of it and spread it. Make more and more people meditate. And that will change everything. That will change everything. Start your own meditation groups. Keep doing it. Don't let it go. It's very precious knowledge. It's a very precious gift.